Hey guys, Jesse, Think Blue 77 again with another video. Yesterday that I posted the Derek Jeter cards. I pulled out some of the 50s, the 50 graded cards that I have. So I thought I'd show those today. Don't have too many right now. I've kind of neglected my 50s and 60s cards since I've been trying to get them all, my favorites graded. I've been focusing on the 80s and the tobacco cards, but I might actually come back and start getting a few here and there again. So let's start. My very first graded card I ever got was this one here, the 1950 Bowman Duke Snyder. So this is what actually started me getting all the graded cards. Picked this up about, I want to say, a year and a half ago when I first started again buying graded. So there's this one. It's in a 4. Next up, the 52 Andy Pafko in a 2.5. The very first Topps 52 card in the red back. Now this one, looking at it closer, I mean, other than the corners, I don't see anything really wrong with it. There's no creases that I can see. It's just the corner, so I don't know why I got a 2.5, but then again, who knows? So happy to have this one. And as you start seeing some of these 50s cards, you're going to start seeing a pattern here. So when I first started watching YouTube and everything, it all started because the same 300 Great Cards of the 20th Century by Mike Payne, I had got that book and I wanted to see if anybody either had the book or was collecting anything from it. And sure enough, that's where I saw Ray from Philly, Mike Baseball Collector, and Joey Brings It. So that's kind of what started me again. Here we have a 52 Topps Phil Rizzuto in a 4.5. It's kind of what got me started again in collecting. It was either that and the 53 Bowman set, which Alex Bowman 53 has showed us. Love the photography in that set. I might start getting some of those again. I had commented it this past week saying I might just start getting some of those again. Probably just do the Hall of Famers and just, some of my other favorite cards, whether it be action or player. But here we have the 52 Gazernio, black back in a 4. No, obviously, I'm not doing a set registry. I'm just getting them. I'm buying them graded. I'm buying them raw. Just my own personal thing. I know I'm never going to complete it, but also there's a lot of cards in there I don't really care for. So, I'll just end up getting some of the ones I like from that book. Here we have the 52 Topps Monty Irvin in a 4, black back. Love this card. Really clean, pretty centered. Now, I believe the black back is a more scarce one, more limited. I know the 56 also has a white back and the gray backs. But, so yeah. Here we have a 53 Topps Bob Feller. I think out of the 50s, Topps wise, the 53 is probably one of my favorite. My favorite. Love the artwork on these. And for Bowman, it'd be the 53 color. Here's the first 53 Bowman color. the Carl Erskine in a 5. As you can see, the glove, he's got a Rawlings there. I also like collecting vintage gloves. As you can see in the background, I have a 50s glove here. This one I believe is a Franklin though. Franklin glove, 3-finger glove. Here we have a 53 Bowman color Gil Hodges in a 4. For this one here, I'm looking to get the Pee Wee Reeves. That's the one I've been in the back of my mind for a while. I just haven't pulled the trigger on one yet, but soon enough. Probably by the end of the year. Here I have a Hank Bauer in a 5. Richie Ashburn in a 4. Love this picture. Dugout got the bats in the back. So for the most part on my 50s cards, when I get them graded, I stay like mid-grade. I'll get 4s and 5s. Sometimes you'll see a little lower, sometimes you'll see a little higher. For the most part, it's just going to be 4s and 5s. 53 Bowman color, Phil Rizzuto. '53 Bowman color, Phil Rizzuto, Billy Martin in a 4. This one's pretty centered. My favorite Stan Musial card of all time. Love the photography on this one, the pose. 53 and a 4. Roy Campanella in a 5. Carl Ferrello in an 8 OC qualifier. I got this one. Really good deal on this one. Sharp corners. Great card. So I didn't mind the qualifier on this one. It's not that big a deal to me. As long as it looks like this. What do they say? If it has a qualifier, it's 2 grades down. So here we have a 54 Bowman Willie Mays in a 2. Another great looking card. Only thing with this one, if you notice here, you'll have a crease. You have a crease here, and another small hairline crease over here. Rounded corners, but really good looking card. And again, I mean, I have more 50s cards, but they're raw. I'm trying to get them all graded. So eventually, maybe do a submission later on. Don't know when, but here's a 54 Topps Ed and Johnny O'Brien in a 4. I believe this is the first time 2 players are on the same card. And of course, I have to have the 54 Tommy Lasorda rookie card in a 4. Hopefully one day down the road I can get the Ernie Banks and the Hank Aaron. Those. And then here we have 55 Bowman, Jago Conlon in a 3. And then not knowing, I had forgotten I had this. I ended up bidding and buying another one in a 5 SGC holder here. So, there you go. Every once in a while, I'll get caught up and forget I have a one. Let me buy another. So there's that one. Here we have the 56 Hank Aaron in a 4. This is the white back. And I believe the gray back is a more limited card. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's either that or the other way around. But I think it's the gray that's more limited. And as you know, this is the one where they have Willie Mays here in the back sliding. Not Hank Aaron. And last but not least, we got the Sparky Anderson 59 Tops in a 5. So as you can see, a lot of these are part of the 300 greatest cards of the 20th century by Mike Payne. So there you go, guys. Those are my 50 slap cards. So let me know if you have any questions, comments. If you like the video, hit your like button, subscribe. And again, thanks for watching, guys. Collect what you like.